Thank you. What a great crowd. I'm glad it rained today. It brought you all here. Things were canceled and you came here. I think you've been invited by a lot of people to be here for our big party. 20 years ago, we got a dream to build this community chorus. Jan's going to ask me a little bit about it in a minute. She is a board member with Classical KC, and she's going to interview us. We want to invest as much as we can into the interest towards classical music. They have done a great job doing that for Kansas City. And of course, Jan is such a great symbol of excellence in this city. Jan, time for our interview.
Okay. He said I could ask him anything I want. So first I have a question for you. How many of you have heard of our classical music station here in Kansas City called Classical KC? Yay!
Yay.
So if you have not heard of it, you might know that we were without a classical music station in Kansas City for quite a few years. And now there is one. So you can find it at 91.9 on the dial, or if you're like me and you live slightly outside of the area where you get great reception, you can always listen to it online. I'll tell you more about that in a minute. But first question's for Bryan. So this is the 20th anniversary concert, the celebration of 20 years of music making by these fine people. Tell me about the journey of the past 20 years.
I taught high school choral music at Kearney High School. Any Kearney grads out there? Look at that. Yes. Yay, Bulldogs. And I've spent 15 years at Kearney. Those kids taught me a lot about life and about choral music. I was also doing church music at that time. And I was working at Liberty United Methodist Church in 1995 and decided the call was greater to be in full-time church music than it was in teaching anymore. And so in 2000, I asked my church if I could, that they would take me on full-time. They said yes. And so I've been there ever since. By year 3, I decided, what else is there for me to do? And I said, I think Liberty and the surrounding area has some great singers in it. Let's see what happens if we start a community chorus. So in the summer of 2003, we asked for singers to come. 110 of them came. We sang at William Jewell College and Gano Chapel. One concert, bought the shirt, and we've started singing more and more every year. The singers said, we got to do more than one concert, Bryan. And so we did move to 2, one on either side of Christmas, Never Christmas, and then it was 3 concerts, and now 4. And so we're excited to celebrate 20 years today.
So I've had the privilege of performing with these people several times, and several times with our conductor, Craig Jessup. But I'd be interested in knowing what's one favorite memory out of the last 20 years?
Being here at the Community of Christ is always great memories. You make mountaintop experiences here, particularly when the crowd is this big. Probably one of the mountaintop experiences with this great choir is our Holocaust concerts that we've done over the years, where we brought Holocaust survivors and American liberators to the same concert. They sat together, sang together, cried together. It was an incredible experience. That's one of them.
That's great.
Yep.
So I know that today is going to be a mountaintop experience for all of us, you included. But what do you have planned for next season? How are you going to outdo this?
Next season, particularly because of in your program, you've got next season's schedule on there and the themes. I thought, with all this British pageantry going on in the last few years, why not schedule something with all British music in it? Not just royalty music, but other music as well. And so that's going to be in the fall. We are housed at St. James Catholic Church in Liberty for most of our programs. We love to come here. Stone Lion Puppets. Anybody seen Stone Lion Puppets before? Well, you're going to get to do that. It says TBA because we're not sure where we're going to have that. It's a big show, and so we'll be doing that at Christmas, amongst a bunch of other things. So families with kids, I see a lot of you here today. Don't forget that. Look us up on our website and keep going on that. We're going to center around the music of Carl Jenkins for our March concert, or late February concert. And then June is what? June is with a company of instruments. You're going to hear some instruments today, but we will call back our singing bowls and do our stars piece. It's so fun to do that, and water glasses and brass and steel drums, all of those things. It's going to be an exciting season. I hope you can come and join us for that.
Thanks, Bryan. I wish I had time for more questions, but I know you want to hear all of the music that's to come. Just want to remind you that as an advisory board member of Classical KC, I'm really proud that we have a classical station in Kansas City, and I would invite you to visit 91.9 or www.classicalkc.org. We feature local artists like this. We feature international artists. You can hear all sorts of things. You'll hear this very choir coming up soon, this very concert coming up soon on Classical KC. So thank you very much. And I didn't tell him I was going to do this, but now I would like to present to you the conductor of the Liberty Community of Chorus, the Grammy Award-winning and my friend, Bryan Taylor.
Thank you. So that first concert 20 years ago was something. We enjoyed it. We started planning for the future. What I'd like to do is see if there's any alumni Liberty Community Chorus singers in the hall today. Look at that. Yes. Yay. And you're always invited to come back and sing with us. How about alumni accompanists? There's one in the back, Danny Baker. Thank you. Okay. How about alumni board members who helped establish who we are? Raise your hand. Hi, yes. See that, David? Yes. All right. Very good. Thank you. Without board members, I mean, that's the trick. Do you really want this to be an organization? Then you got to go through all that paperwork and then all the board and all those decisions. Current board members, would you raise your hand, please? Thank you for all the work you're doing to make this happen.